Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna Crossland. For those of you who are new here, hi, welcome. Today we are going to be doing my first ever palette bingo using the new ColourPop Coming in Hot collection. I didn't get all of them. The only palette I did not purchase was the pink one. I just felt like out of all the colors, I don't use a lot of hot pinks, but I do have the other four. So I picked up Rumor Has It, which honestly, this would be my first pick. If I only had to pick one up from the collection, it would have been this one. I felt like it was the most unique. And if you already have the ColourPop Rainbow palette, I feel like this one just was definitely more not duped out by what's already in that palette, because they do give you kind of more like turquoisey type blues and then a little bit periwinkly purpley blues, so there's more variety I feel like in this one. I also got the purple mainly because I was going for like free shipping, that's why, but I do have a lot of purples already. I didn't feel like this was one that I needed, but I figured it'd be nice to have to review, and I thought it was pretty. And I know I'll use it. I thought this one was really pretty. This one's called Statement Piece. This is the Coral Peachy one. Again, I don't think it's like a must-have if you have a lot of peachy or shades or the oranges from ColourPop. I don't have any of the orange 9-pan color stories. I do have like Sweet Talk, which I feel like kind of have these lighter peachy shades, but I don't feel like I really have these brighter corally shades in my collection from ColourPop. So I'm interested to see that. And then the last one I got was the green. I am a sucker for greens. I love the packaging, how they match the color story. I just am so happy that ColourPop is bringing back color, because for a while there it was getting a little bit too much of the same thing each launch. I also love how they did kind of like warmer and cooler tones in these palettes. I think that was really cool. So I think these are really cute little palettes, and I'm happy none of them have pressed glitters in it. This was actually a suggestion from Natalie Mayo. She said maybe do a palette bingo. You could randomly pick a shade from each palette. And I was like, that's a great idea. I feel like for the most part, ColourPop is pretty consistent with their formula. So I feel like sometimes when you buy new ColourPop shadows, it's more just kind of showing off the colors and comparing if you already have that shade in your 50 other ColourPop palettes. So I felt like a palette bingo would be fun to do with this, but I will have swatches on my Instagram when I have time. Right now, work is so busy and crazy. This week, my kids are performing, so we have a performance or a tech rehearsal every night this week. So I'm just doing the best I can to create content for you guys when I have time. So we're going to do a palette bingo, and so basically from each palette I'm going to pick a shade. So we have 4 here. I normally do 5 though. I usually use about 5. I feel like I need 5. So from one of them we're going to have to pick again, and I don't know how we're going to do that, but let's go ahead. I'm going to go to random.org, and since we have 4 palettes, I'm going to swatch them out on my hand to see what color story we come up with. I'll remove my big honkin' watch. I'm just going to do the order that they're laying on here, because so right now I have it this one, then the blue, then the purple, then the green. We're going to pick one from Statement Piece right now. So generate 1 through 5, because there are 5 colors. It says 4, so we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So that bright coral. Okay. I didn't think this would be like the most wearable look in the world, because these are very bright shades. Yes, that's a very bright, intense coral. Now we're gonna do the blue one, and we got the number 1. This is gonna be really interesting. So far, no shimmers. So this one is going to be, this is like a sequin shade. It is this one right here. It's called Do Tell, and there it is. These colors are actually really pretty together. I think that corals and like minty turquoise shades actually do look really pretty together. And then we have our purple palette, and what number will we get? What number? 3. So that is 1, 2, 3. We got a shimmer, guys. We got a shimmer. This one feels pretty nice. You can't see it because my finger is stained from the last shadow. This is gonna be real interesting. This is gonna be a little bit of a challenge. And then the green. And then I think I'm gonna close my eyes and mix them up and pick one up for the last shade. So number 4. So again, I'm at, oh my gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is like a grassy green type of color. This one feels a little bit dry. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a crazy look. I don't know, guys. I'm a little scared. Okay, I'm gonna mix these up. I don't want to break them either, though. Okay, let's just pick one. What color do we have? We have purple. Okay, so let's pick one more purple and 3. 1, 2. Wait, that's the one we already have. We gotta pick a different one. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is that grapey purple right there. All right, I'm scared. I'm a little scared. Here's the color story we're working with, guys. It's like we only have one shimmer. Let's go ahead and prime our eyes. I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. Eye Putty Primer. This is the white base. It'll be great for colors. We'll see if I end up keeping this look on for work or taking it off before I go to work. It probably will end up getting taken off. I think we're gonna go into that bright arse coral shade. This one here, and this one is called Hoops. Hoops. It's the one with the imprint in it. And by golly, she is bright. Okay, there's a lot of kickback. I think these are more like pigments, so they're just very like soft and powdery. Oh, hey, that's a really pretty color though. It is very bright. You definitely can see that pink in it, even though it's orangey. Just gonna blend that out, hopefully. We're gonna go into the blue one, rumor has it, and take the Dew Tell, and we're gonna put that on the inner corner. I think those colors honestly look really pretty together. I think a blue and coral color type of look would actually be really pretty. I actually had already, before I like decided to go this route, I had already thought about doing like pairing the blue with the coral, because I think those look really beautiful, especially for summer. So far it's not terrible. We're gonna go ahead and use that purple matte first. This is called Madison, and this is from the Cashmere Forever palette. And I think we're gonna take that more on the outer edge. The matte, really colorful, deep shades are very powdery, so you kind of have to be a little bit careful with that. It also is, I feel like with purples, really pigmented ones, I have a harder time blending them out. And this one kind of just sticks there, so this one is no exception. It's having a little hard problem, not too hard, but a little bit. A little tiny bit. Somehow this is somewhat coming together. Like I can see it. I think the only one I'm a little nervous for is the green. Like I don't really know where to put the green yet, but it might just end up all under the eye, I don't know. Under the eye a little bit right here. I'm gonna take that grass green shade again called Hoops, and I'm gonna, this might ruin the whole look, I don't know. Here's to trying something new. We're gonna put it right here. I wish I had gotten at least like one more shimmer, but it just didn't happen. So we're just doing our best. All right, and last but not least, the shimmer. Which shimmer did we get? This one from the purple one. It's pretty. It's like this hot purple with some like reflex in it. It's not my most favorite shimmer. Like I definitely wish I would have gotten a more interesting shimmer shade, but I'm gonna use that on a wet brush. I like really wish I could use a lighter shade. But it's like killing me not to have a lighter shimmer. I had plans on putting that purple shimmer underneath too. I know some of these colors don't like mix well together, so you don't really want them over blend or they'll start kind of looking muddy. Like you don't want that purple to really take over that green too much. Alright, I'm gonna catch up the other eye and put on mascara and lashes and let's see what it looks like. Here is the finished look. We went from this to this. I feel like everything performed really nicely. Nothing really gave me problems. I do feel like these will work better with a tackier base because I do think they're more like a pressed pigment, at least the matte. And so I feel like the eye putty primer really does help make them stick. It does make it a little bit harder to blend them out. Like I struggled blending out the purple a little bit, but I would rather it be a little harder to blend out than to just kind of wipe away. And so I think they all ended up working together. Just the purple I had to work a little harder to blend. Other than that, I feel like everything was really pigmented. Even that light blue color that you wouldn't really expect much color payoff because it is so light, more pastel, but it actually did do a really good job. If you guys want to see like individual, like an actual review on these, let me know. Or if you want me to just like talk and swatch these later on, I can do that too. But I thought a palette bingo was a good idea just to kind of do a first impressions. Plus I've never done a palette bingo before and I think it was really fun. I wouldn't have thought to do this. I definitely would have used a lot more shimmers, probably at least 3. So using one was definitely a challenge for me. I do not like doing mattes on the inner corners, so this is like something that would not have happened. Thanks for recommending this to me. I think it was really fun. I think I'll have to do some more palette bingos because it was actually a lot of fun and I like a good little challenge. To finish off the look, I did use these Shop Miss AOA Studio 3D foaming lashes in Anastasia. I used the NYX Epic ink liner. It's a really good thin applicator. It has a really nice thin tip, so it's really good if you tend to do a really thick line right off the bat. I find that I have to sometimes even double it up because it's so thin, so it's harder to make a mistake. Like if you go too ham right away, it can't really happen with this because it's so thin, and that's why I've been really enjoying this pen. I also used one of the new color sticks on the waterline. It's just a light blue. I'll link it down below. I forget the name and I can't find it right now, so I don't know where it went. It probably fell or something, but I will link that down below if you're interested. Keep an eye out on my Instagram. It's just For the Love of Glitter. It's usually where I do flat lays, I post my looks, I do swatches. Just a lot of up close is really kind of my thing that I like to do there. I just like looking at makeup up close and I love swatches. Swatches for me make or break a buy. I know that's not everyone, but for me it's important because since I review so much makeup, obviously I have a lot of makeup, and so I want to make sure that I see swatches to make sure that I don't have those identical colors, you know, in my collection. But let me know if you want to see more of these. I think these are so fun. I honestly was really surprised with this one. I thought it would be more crazy, intense, bold, because this is like a neon, almost coral, but once you add all the other bright colors, it doesn't even seem that crazy bright to me anymore. I'm sure if you did like a whole look using this palette, it would be a lot brighter and more intense. I'm just super excited to use this palette. Honestly, I think it's the most unique one out of the whole launch, and I think they're fun palettes. Let me know if you guys picked up any of these, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye.